XRP fans, we're watching the moves, and oh, is this one gonna be a close one? I mean, it's gonna be coming down to the wire. We've got two things coming to a head. The dates are right there. Buy the rumor, sell the news, ETF action, government shutdown. Let's learn. The viewer's most important, that's why you come first. Derek Gardner, 3893, says, the opposite of the pain train would be the grain train. 100, let's go. Oh my God, how did I not think of that? I was so tired from my ultra prep, I'm sitting here going, okay, we got pain train and we've also got and I couldn't think of it, gain train. Thank you so much, Derek Gardner, for sharing that with me. We've also got DasBoat64 says, for someone who has survived the rates of the 80s, today's rates are nothing. Suck it up, buttercups. Water, food, ammo, crypto for the reset. Yeah, my dad got a business loan when he bought a franchise. It was in the late 70s or early 80s. Paid 18% for the loan. And you know what the worst part is? He thought that 18% at that time for the business loan was a good deal. Dude, that's boat, man. Letting the youthful viewers out there know it could get way worse. Bitcoin sitting at 37,583. Sailor nuts AF, but he's in the green. ETH 1936. Sol making a second run for it. XRP not moving at all. A lot of you are frustrated, commenting to me about it, saying, what the hell? Things are moving. XRP isn't. Why isn't XRP moving? And you notice when I pound the table, you don't hear the mic blow up in your ear because I listened to you as well and mounted the mic on a boom that's not even connected. Oh, XLM sitting at 12.8. All right. Here's what we got going on. And this is going to be super, super close. All right. House Republicans strategy. All right. House Republicans don't want a government shutdown, but there's still no plan. We've known about this government shutdown now for what, 32, 33, 34 days? And no plan? After 3 weeks of chaos and paralysis over the speaker fight, House Republicans say there's no appetite in their conference for lurching on to another crisis. But with the deadline just 9 days away, Congress still hasn't come up with a plan to keep the lights on in Washington. Though many lawmakers are upbeat about averting a shutdown, the mood runs counter to their lack of progress and uncertainty of a new House Speaker who's still finding his feet. Mike Johnson, the new Speaker, hasn't announced a plan after walking Republicans through several options. And he said the details of the next steps of a short-term funding bill remain up in the air. I'm not going to comment on it tonight. All work is still going. House Republicans are all over the map when it comes how to short-term stopgap bill, known as a continuing resolution. Most of them, however, agree that shutting down the government on November 17th would be a bad idea and cause more internal GOP strife. House GOP uncertain how Congress will avert the shutdown. Okay. I'm going to read one more quote to you, and then we're going to talk about why this timing is so important. It has to do with the next article I'm going to show you. This is from Representative John Rutherford. I think it's just physically impossible that we can all get all of the appropriation bills through. All of the conferencing done with the Senate. That came from Mr. Rutherford. Dude, you've had time. You've known about the government shutdown for how long? So when you say, I don't think it's physically impossible, don't fucking go home. How about stop screwing around for weeks and weeks and weeks on end? How about stop waiting to the last minute? This is the thing with the United States government. Last minute bullshit. Now here's where this backs up. Okay, so the deadline is the 17th, all right? Here's where the problem comes in. The SEC's potential window for approving 12 Bitcoin ETFs starts today. Hey, that's why you hit the subscribe button so you learn something. Today through the 17th. So if we get closer to the government shutdown with no resolution and now going through several different sources, citing different people on the GOP saying, dude, we ain't even close yet. Oh my gosh. If this keeps going the way it's going, Gary Gensler will have the option, okay, this is a legal option, to delay ruling and judgment on the ETFs, right, approval or denial on the ETF filings because of government shutdown. What Gary Gensler can do, he can fill out a form, he can send it in, and basically what it says is this. If the government shuts down, I don't have enough resources to do my job. since I don't have enough resources to do my job, I can't approve or deny an ETF. So I need to delay it another, 45 days. That's how close this move is. The timer starts today, and we have until the 17th. The SEC has a potential time frame from November 9th to the 17th, and it could potentially approve all 12 filings. The brief window for the SEC starts today, and this opportunity will last at least 8 days. The United States SEC may approve all 12 of them. Bloomberg's ETF analyst Jeff Sayer and Eric Balkunas believes there's a 90% chance. Now, the issue we have, though, is that you've got people in the GOP saying, yo, we ain't even close. I did a story earlier this week that you know what the GOP said, and I'm not picking on the GOP. I'm just using them as an example because, look, the Dems want it to keep going. So in the Senate, they're ready just to spend more money. But the Republicans are like, yo, we need some cuts to make this work. We can't just spend, we need cuts. The article I covered earlier in this week, though, said, you know what? We're not voting on anything until next week. That puts us now 4 days away. That puts us at the 13th, which gives the window for the ETF filing 4 days. And if early next week there appears to be no resolution, that's where I'm placing my bets on that Gary Gensler is going to use his power, use the laws to his advantage and say, you know what? I'm going to delay this shit. And if he delays it, that pushes the delay out now until early January. House Republicans are all over the map when it comes to how to short-term stopgap bill. Most of them, however, agree that shutting down the government on the 17th would be a bad idea and would cause more internal strife. So, we've got lawmakers out there taking their sweet ass time. I mean, come on now. You and I have known the government is going to be shut down now for what, 30-something days? Because we talk about it, we cover it on the news, and yet they're like, nah, we're not ready yet. What have you been waiting for this whole time? Why are you waiting to the last minute? And what pissed me off more than anything was when I read this quote from Rutherford that says, I think it's just physically impossible that we can get all of the appropriation bills through, all of the conferencing done with the Senate. Well, if you wouldn't have waited till the last minute, jackass, you could have done it. See, Congress is out there to do what's right for the people. And they're not. They're doing what's right for themselves. Servant leadership isn't happening right now. Let's get some charts. Bitcoin made another move. 37,000. There we go. Bitcoin making a run. And now this is where y'all are upset. You're upset because you're like, dude, Bitcoin's making a run again. And look at XRP. More sideways action. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I get it. Here's the most frustrating part. While I was sleeping, my phone went off and said, yo, XRP hit 70 cents. I went back to bed because I'm tired. I'm training for a 6-hour ultra. I'm freaking worn out. I wake up again. No. Under 70 cents yet again. So we briefly held on to 70 cents but could not hold it. So I get where your frustration is. I've been reading a bunch of the comments and saying, bro, where's this pump? Where's this rally with XRP? Well, come on now. Come on. Zoom out just a little bit and let's take a look, okay? Yeah, come on. Come on. It's there, okay? But what people are upset about is this, all right? They're upset about in recent time, and I mean recent, like last couple days, Bitcoin is up 7%, while XRP, XLM down 2+%. So I get it. You're out there and you're saying, you know what? Bitcoin is making another run at it. We're at 37,605. Look at these big candlesticks. Look at the 1 month of Bitcoin, and you're like, yo, girlfriend. We went from 27.5 to 37.5. We're up 10,000. 10,000, that's right. So what are we up? Almost 40%, almost 30%, something like that, 30% change. But now watch what happens. And this is where I get it. This is where we have to put the emotional side of this crypto stuff away and go back to analytics. Numbers make me feel comfortable. Numbers make me feel safe. Numbers are without emotion. Now watch what happens when I zoom out. And again, XRP, XM are comparing to Bitcoin. And people have been upset about the Bitcoin recent move. Bitcoin is in red. XRP in blue, XM in purple. Now watch what happens when I zoom out. Okay? I'm going to move this over. Now look. See that? The move for XRP is greater. Greater, everyone. So yes, I get it. The last several days, the move for for BTC has been better. But look at this. When I zoom out now, from Halloween, you've got XRP up at 20%, while Bitcoin is up at 9.3%. So I understand. Trust me, I understand this recent move. You're upset because of this big candlestick action right here. I get that. But XRP is making a solid move of its own. But the timing of this is what has us all nervous. All right? And the timing is this. Today, the 9th, is the day that starts the approval for the BTC ETF action, okay? They have until about the 17th, which is the same day that the government shutdown could happen. Gary Gensler's strategy is going to be like it was the time before. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to wait all weekend. They're going to give this the weekend. And if we don't see any resolution this weekend, look for Gary to file for that extension on Monday or Tuesday. Tell me this isn't frustrating. Tell me you're not sitting there right now just wanting to just reach through the screen and just choke out Gary Gensler. But that's the game that these politicians and government leaders play. Now, I understand it, okay? I understand partisan politics. I understand why they do it, but it hurts the people. And here's what's really damning out of all of this. You got representatives out there going, oh, we don't have the time to make this happen. Then make the time. That's your job. Servant leadership. You're here to serve the people, to do what's best for the people. Now, what's crappy about this, too, is the SEC has had plenty of time, right? I mean, come on now. They've been looking at the ETF filings for quite some time now. And yet, here we are, the SEC now waiting to the last minute yet again for ETF filings. Notice the trend here that the government loves to delay. And what happens when we delay? Well, things cost more money. Delays in time cost you money. If XRP doesn't move for 30 years, those delays in time cost you opportunities to invest. If the government keeps jerking around the way they are, they're screwing with people's investment power. They're screwing with their time. They're not being servant leaders like they should be. That's how I base this channel. I base this channel backwards and build it for you. This is your channel. That's why I bring news on both sides of the aisle. That's why I bring news both good and bad. To show you everything that's happening. What really gets me, though, is that the clock starts today. We've got until the 17th. And if we get a delay, I am so fearful that this rally, this move that we've been living with here recently, that's been juicy, is going to fade away and we're going to go back to pre-ETF pump levels. And what bothers me about this, and it just like hit me in my brain as I was saying this, what bothers me about this is for this to work, I have to put my faith in the SEC, and I also have to put my faith in the U.S. government, specifically the House of Representatives. I don't know about you, but putting your faith in the SEC and the U.S. government, you probably got really low odds of success. Oh, it's frustrating stuff. All right, like I told you earlier in the video, I am starting to wear down because I'm getting ready for my 6-hour ultra race. I've got my plan right here. Today, what the hell am I doing today? Today, I'm doing biking and speed work. Great, I feel like shit and I'm going to knock it out. Oh, man. All right, everyone, so that's the deal. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about this whole delay action. Do you think the SEC is going to use this opportunity for a procedural delay and push ETF action even further and screw the crypto market more? Oh, God, it sounds too true to happen, right? Why? Because it's the United States government. You know my deal. Let me know in the comments below what you're doing, and I'll catch you cool cats later.